This is poetic justice.
This video is brought to you by the Spider Combat Arena. Support the Kickstarter today.
Oh my goodness. So y'all know how I feel about Candace Owens. Little backstory, she was always a hardcore liberal lefty, created a doxing site, wanted to have fame and fortune on the left, didn't succeed. She found an opening on the right thanks to poor, anti-black, white Republicans. Went on the right, said a whole bunch of, what they wanted to hear. And this is where we are today. This is where she is today. Having said that, she's accomplished nothing in her life politically. When it comes to Brexit, that failed. That didn't bring any black people to the Republican Party. So if you really look at the totality of Candace Owens and what she's done in this political arena, it sums up to being, and I mean this respectfully, but being nothing more than a prostitute, a political prostitute to white Jews. Damn. That's what it boils down to. I got nothing against the Jewish people. I love y'all, absolutely. I love everyone, Palestinians, yada, yada, yada. But that's what she's been. She's been a political prostitute, right? Went from TPUSA to Dennis Prager, and now she's on her third Jew, which is, Ben Shapiro, okay? Now, I know you can say, hey, TPUSA isn't, Jewish and everything. Yes, Charlie Kirk is very much Shabbat Shalom.
America's just a placeholder for timeless ideas. And if you fall too in love with, the specific place and all this, that's not what it is. Israel will be the exception because there is a holy connection to this land.
What? That's what he stands for. That's what he tries to promote. He's only recently tried to switch it up. And it's because he's gotten backlash. But nevertheless, we now are faced with Candace Owens, the political prostitute. That's what she is. And what has been interesting to me is that she's been hired by white anti-black Jews to attack black people, because that's what she is known for. And I find it interesting that she's constantly attacking black people on this, saying police brutality is a myth, defending Derek Chauvin with her little episode, which I debunked. If you haven't checked it out, I suggest you checked it out. Talking about Ahmaud Arbery, all this stuff, right? All of this anti-black that has been funded, listen to me, that has been funded by white Jews. That is what's been happening. White conservative Jews have been funding this anti-black hatred, which is known as Candace Owens. That's what's been happening, okay? Follow along. What has recently been happening with Candace Owens is that she has bitten the hand that has been feeding her. That's what she did. She bit the hand that fed her. And she's been buddying up to Kanye. After Kanye said what he said, she took a little time off to have a baby or whatever. If you can believe that. I'm sure Ben Shapiro's like, you need to go. She framed it as a time off for, have a baby or whatnot. And now she's back. And now she's saying some very, very interesting things, we'll say. And I want everyone to understand that Ben Shapiro did get some flack. His community, the Jewish community, has been on his butt talking about, hey, why are you, as far as platforming, an anti-Semite? Why are you platforming a Jew hater? Why would you do that? I don't understand. Are you a self-hating Jew, Ben? What's going on here? So he's been getting flack, and you have to understand where Candace Owens has him. I don't know what the contract looks like, but where Candace Owens has him is between a rock and a hard place. He's talking about free speech, but he's also getting backlash from, the Jewish community talking about, hey, she's an anti-Semite, saying Semitic things constantly on your Jewish platform. So, Benny boy, right, if he fires her, then you know what she's going to say. See what happened? As soon as I started telling the truth about Jewish people, they fired me. This goes to prove that what I've been saying has been the truth all along. But if he doesn't fire her and he allows her to say what she's saying on his platform, then, right, you become, a self-hating Jew. You become an actual detriment to your community. And listen, Jewish people who believe that you are a self-hating Jew, they don't take very kindly to you, okay? They see you as a traitor, which is what you are. It is what it is. Now, mind you, that is a luxury that black people, us as a collective, that I don't have. I don't get to call someone Candace Owens, because you want to know what they say? They'll simply say, well, Lucas, black people aren't a monolith. Did you know that? Okay, what happened to free speech? Everyone has free thinkers. Okay, that's what happens. But when I say, hey, these are basically race traitors, that's what they are. They're attacking their own. They're self-hating black people. When you mention as far as the Larry Elder, the Jesse Lee Petersons, the Candace Owens, when you list them off. Now, what does these people have to say about that? What do they say? Well, listen, you're just upset that they're intelligent. You're just upset that they're successful. You're just upset they have subscribers, okay? Tatum is an amazing person, all right? What happened to you? Do you notice the flip-flop? Do you notice the hypocrisy? So you get to criticize and cull the herd of traitors within your own. But when I try and cull the herd and say, hey, these people are doing more harm than good to the collective, to black people as a whole, now I'm the bad guy. Very interesting. So what Candace Owens has recently been saying is that, hey, that you have the Bloods and the Crips, right? That essentially Jewish people are a gang, or there is a gang of Jews that are apparently, these are her words, that are often people that are blackmailing people. They're doing all these things. And upon you calling them out, that they use anti-Semitism as a shield. Bruh.
And so what I believe is something that should be explored is whether or not what's happening is that just like within all communities, there are gangs, right? Gangs can form. We understand this. In the black community, we've got the Bloods and we've got the Crips. Well, imagine if the Bloods and the Crips were doing horrific things, murdering people, controlling people with blackmail. And then every time a person spoke out about it, the Bloods and the Crips would call those people racist. What if that is what is happening right now in Hollywood, if there is just a very small ring of specific people who are using the fact that they are Jewish to shield themselves from any criticism?
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
Bruh, now, here's the thing. For those of you who don't know, this is very much in line with white nationalism, right? Many of the white nationalists that they feel that they're losing the country, because many of them, most of them are incels, right? They're usually pale, thin-framed men who are unsuccessful in life and with women. But this is very much a page out of their book, because they have like a meme where they believe, if you ask them, they believe that Jewish people are using black people to attack white people. That's in their head. That's what they believe. They believe in their head that Jewish people are trying to destroy the country. That's what they believe, okay? And there's a meme, I'm not gonna post a meme, but the meme is it's a Jewish man holding a black dog, all right? A black dog, and it's got the racist black face on it, and its goal is to attack the innocent white guy. And what they believe is happening is now that the dog is now attacking the Jewish person, the handler. And it's just, the stuff she's saying is tapping into a certain sector of, the anti-black white racists. Because these people may applaud her, but at the same time, they're still gonna call her the N-word. That's the funny part. They'll applaud her. Yeah, thank you for getting out the truth about those people. Thank you. But hey, can you get out of our community? Can you please leave? Can you not look at us? Yeah, we don't even like that you're married to a white man. Can you get a divorce? This is disgusting. So it's hilarious because she's gone so far down the rabbit hole, and the further you go, the more anti-black it gets. That's the funny part. So I don't know what her play is. My guess is that she's trying to start maybe a platform of her own, because you have to understand, all she's been is a political prostitute. That's all she's been. She's been nothing more than a hired gun. Blexit wasn't hers. She's had nothing of her own. Her Candace Owens podcast, that's not hers, right? It failed with Dennis Prager, right? It failed because nobody was listening to it. And it's falling apart on the Ben Shapiro show. So this is why she constantly has to get attention, right? She's trying to get attention from, Cardi B, trying to get attention from this person, trying to get attention from that. It's more of a shock jock type of desperation that's happening. where she's just saying, in some cases, outlandish and egregious things. Here's the problem, and here's what many of us have to be wary of, because I can guess what the play is, but please do not fall for anything Candace Owens says, because what she has is very much a poison sandwich. You know a compliment sandwich, right? A compliment, criticism, compliment. What she has is a poison sandwich. Poison, a little bit of truth, poison. And that's how they get you. She'll sprinkle in a little bit of truth in what she's saying, and then she'll switch it up just as fast. Just when you think, oh, she's actually speaking sense now, she's, defending black people and everything, she'll switch it up and turn on you, okay? If she will turn on the white Jewish conservatives who propped up her career, best believe she will turn on anyone. She will turn on black people, on white people, on anyone. She is not to be trusted at all. So I'm very curious to see how Benny Boy handles this situation, because I can only imagine how upset, because I know how upset I am when she says asinine things about the black community, when she says asinine things about, George Floyd, many of these, police brutality victims and what's going on. I know I am livid when I hear that, but I can only imagine how livid Ben Shapiro is, given that he's the one that's platforming what he believes to be anti-Semitism. Think about how upset you have to be. So it's very interesting. I think this is hysterical, and I wish nothing but, the worst for both of them, because I think they're anti-black racist, and, there's nothing good that could come out of this. Nothing. Anyways, guys, that's a video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe Lucas, she speaks the truth, okay? She's speaking the truth, and I love everything she says, and God bless her, and God bless America. Or if you can't believe, she's a clown. She's a clown. And what's worse, she's a political prostitute. That's all she is. She hasn't started anything. She hasn't done anything. Everything she's done has been a failure, a complete failure. I don't know where you go. I don't know if she's planning this out. I don't know if her anti-black not Jewish manager, her anti-black Asian manager, I don't know if she has any plans, but I don't see this ending well. I don't see this ending well. I'm just saying, it is what it is. I don't know how you go into the Republican Party and then attack many of the beneficiaries of the Republican Party, of CPAC, of many of these networks. So, never know. Anyways, if you happen to disagree, you're more than welcome to call in during disagreement days, which are typically held Friday through Sunday. There'll be a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Either or, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think. Is she becoming base? Is she becoming woke? Is she, becoming pro-black? What are her options? Share and subscribe, and that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing.
Israel will be the exception because there is a holy connection to this land.